Doing this will skyrocket your testosterone levels. Friends, today we're getting hardcore, not about muscles, but about the primordial engine that drives muscle growth. That engine is your testosterone. For men, testosterone isn't just about muscle size and strength, it's about your energy, confidence, fat metabolism, and even quality of life. And there's one movement that the sports science community recognizes as the nuclear weapon for stimulating testosterone secretion, the squat. Today, I'll use scientific research to tell you why the squat is testosterone's best friend, and how to squat to truly make your hormone levels take off. Part 1. Testosterone, the commander of muscle growth. Before diving into the movement, we must understand testosterone's role. Testosterone is one of the most important androgenic anabolic hormones, and its biological effects include promoting muscle growth. At the muscle level, testosterone works through two pathways. Stimulates protein synthesis anabolic effect. Inhibits protein degradation anti-catabolic effect. Combined, these effects result in muscle hypertrophy. Simply put, without adequate testosterone, no matter how hard you train, muscle growth will be compromised. The good news, resistance exercise, especially heavy compound movements involving multiple muscle groups, can acutely increase testosterone concentrations. And the squat is the king among such movements. Part 2. Why the squat? Shocking comparisons from scientific data. Research shows that weightlifting, snatch, clean and jerk, squats, and deadlifts produce greater testosterone elevations compared to small muscle group exercises. Training these large muscle masses is considered a powerful metabolic stimulus. One study compared lower body exercise, knee flexion, extension, with upper body exercise, arm curls, and found the hormonal response from lower body exercise was significantly higher than from upper body. Another study confirmed performing lower body training before upper body training not only significantly elevated testosterone, but also resulted in greater muscle strength gains compared to upper body only training. What does this mean? If you want to maximize your systemic anabolic environment, you must prioritize leg training, and the squat is the ace of leg exercises. Free weights versus machines. Squat wins decisively. You might ask, can't I just use the leg press machine? Scientific research gives a clear answer: no. A 2014 study directly compared the acute hormonal responses of squats and leg press. 10 resistance-trained men completed 6 sets of 10 repetitions of squats and leg press at the same relative intensity, separated by 1 week 9. The results were striking. Testosterone, immediately post-exercise, the squat group reached 31.4 plus or minus 10.3 mol/L, while the leg press group only reached 26.9 plus or minus 7.8 mol/L. Growth hormone, immediately post-exercise, the squat group was 9.5 plus or minus 7.3 g/L, while the leg press group was only 2.8 plus or minus 3.2 micrograms/L. At 15 and 30 minutes post, differences remain significant. The study concluded definitively: free weight squats induce greater hormonal responses than machine exercises. The reason? Squats require more stabilizer muscle involvement and greater neural activation. High versus moderate intensity. Load determines response magnitude. A classic study compared high-intensity and moderate-intensity strength training. In the high-intensity protocol, squats and front squats were performed at 100% of 3RM. Results showed the acute testosterone and cortisol responses were significantly greater during the high-intensity protocol compared to the moderate-intensity protocol. Research suggests that for large muscle mass movements like squats, deadlifts, and weightlifting, using 70 to 85% of 1RM with 60 to 90 second rest intervals produces optimal testosterone response. Part 3. How do squats ignite testosterone? The physiological mechanisms. 1. Metabolic stress and lactate accumulation. Heavy, high-rep squats create significant metabolic stress, leading to substantial lactate accumulation. A high lactate environment stimulates the pituitary gland to secrete more growth hormone and luteinizing hormone, which in turn promotes testosterone release. To neuroendocrine activation, squats involve the coordinated contraction of hundreds of muscles throughout the body, posing a significant challenge to the central nervous system. This systemic stress activates the hypothalamic pituitary-gonadal axis, promoting testosterone secretion, 3. Upregulation of muscle androgen receptors. More critically, long-term resistance training, including squats, can increase androgen receptor content in human skeletal muscle. This means that even if blood testosterone concentrations don't change, your muscles can more effectively utilize the testosterone available. Part 4. How to squat for maximum testosterone. Practical guidelines. 1. Intensity 70 to 85% 1 RM. Research shows this intensity range maximizes acute testosterone response. Too light provides insufficient stimulus. Too heavy greater than 90% 1 RM means too few reps and inadequate metabolic stress. 2. Sets and reps 3 to 5 sets, 6 to 12 reps. Adequate training volume and intensity can definitively alter circulating testosterone levels. It's recommended to use moderate to high volume, 6 to 12 reps per set, for 3 to 5 sets. 3. Rest intervals 60 to 90 seconds. This is a critical variable. Short rest intervals produce greater testosterone responses than long rest intervals. Research found that 60-second rest groups produce significantly greater testosterone elevations than 120-second groups. Another study confirmed that 1-minute rest produced higher plasma testosterone concentrations than 2.5-minute rest. For exercise order, squat first, then others. Program design should follow the principle of training large muscle groups first, then small muscle groups. Place squats at the beginning of your workout, using the hormonal peak they create to establish an optimal anabolic environment for subsequent exercises. Conclusion: the squat, the ignition switch for your testosterone. Friends, if you're pursuing genuine, sustainable muscle growth, you cannot ignore testosterone, the core engine. And the squat is the most effective ignition switch for this engine. Science has confirmed large muscle mass movements squats produce more testosterone than small muscle mass movements. Free weight squats produce greater hormonal responses than machine exercises. The combination of high intensity 70 to 85% 1 RM, moderate volume, and short rest intervals 60 to 90 seconds is the optimal formula for testosterone secretion. From today onward, don't view the squat merely as a leg exercise. It's the regulator of your systemic hormonal environment, the command center for your muscle growth. Squat down, stand up, let testosterone work for you.